Now for the last part of your section here, I want to talk about how to write radical quotients in lowest terms. So basically the idea is you want to try and simplify this and put it in as lowest terms as you can go. So let's go ahead and look at this example. 12 minus 9 square root of 72 over 18, and you need to go ahead and first simplify the square root of 72, so you can write that as 12 minus 9 square root of 72 is 36 times 2, and we know 36 is a perfect square. So let's go ahead and simplify that first, and this will give you 12 minus 9. 36 comes outside as 6, 2 stays inside the radical, and this will of course give us 12 minus 54 square root of 2 over 18. And now once you simplify your radical, you need to go ahead and look at your numerator and see, okay, between 12 and 54, is there anything common? And you will see that 6 will be a common factor between 12 and 54, just the whole number parts. And 12 will go into 6 twice. 54 will go into 6 9 times. And don't forget to put your square root of 2. And then you have 18 in the denominator. Now once you pull out that common factor, you will see that 6 will go into 18 3 times. And in its simplified form, this expression will be 2 minus 9 square root of 2 over 3. So all you are doing is simplifying this expression and putting it in the lowest terms. We'll look at one last example, and this one involves variables. Again, same thing, you're trying to simplify this as much as you can. So start by simplifying the radical. You will end up with 11y minus square root of 242 is again 121 times 2. Now just like we had done earlier in this section, since you have y to the 5th, which is an odd power, and this is an even root, go ahead and write it as y to the 4th times y, so that you have the highest even number that you can get from there, so you can simplify those variable terms. And of course your denominator of 22y. Now try and bring everything outside the radical that you can. 121 square root of that is 11. Y to the 4th, you can write that as y to the 4 over 2. And again, 2 and y will stay inside the radical because you cannot break it down any further. So let's go ahead and see what we end up with. 4 over 2 will give you 2, so this will be 11y square, square root of 2y, over 22 over y. Now just like we did in the first example, find common factors between your whole number parts, and in this case between your variables, and pull them outside. So of course 11 is common between the numbers. You have y and y squared, so you can pull one y outside as your greatest common factor. Now since we took this whole term 11y outside, you replace it with the 1 as a placeholder. Okay, again, this 11 is gone outside, one of the y's is outside, so you're left with just one y and the radical term, and this whole thing over 22y. So now we can cancel the y's. 11 will go into 22 twice, and your final answer will be 1 minus y square root of 2y, and this whole thing divided by 2. Okay, and that will be your expression in the lowest terms. Alrighty, and this is the end of section 10.5.